is a musical reimagining of the Greek myth told through the eyes of Penelope, the wife of Odysseus.
This contemporary perspective finally giving voice to the long overlooked women in this classic tale. And we are so happy to have actress and Arlington Heights native Jennifer Morrison joining us this morning. She stars as Penelope. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
It's such a pleasure. So tell us first just about this production. This is a Chicago-led production, all women. How does it feel to be a part of this?
It's been really amazing, and I'm not just saying that. I know we're like supposed to say nice things, but I'm not saying it because I have to. It's the most incredible group of women I've ever worked with, and I've been so inspired by Susan Booth, who's the director of the project, and the way that she's collaborated with Joanne Hunter, who's the choreographer of the project, as well as everybody on the creative team. But it's just been amazing to watch how effortlessly she's incorporated everyone's thoughts and ideas, but also just led with this beautiful, inspired vision from the beginning.
It looks very dynamic.
Yes. Yes. There's a lot going on.
I see a lot going on.
Yeah.
The ropes, the silks, the dancing, everything.
Yes. I mean, across the board, it's a huge spectacle in a lot of ways, but it's also very grounded in other ways. Margaret Atwood, who wrote the play and who wrote The Handmaid's Tale, so people know her mostly for that, she has an incredible wit with how she expresses this. And even though this story does end up dealing with some really heavy subjects, she uses a tremendous amount of humor to get us to a place where we can handle some of the heavier stuff that comes closer to the end. So the whole first act is pretty funny.
Yeah.
It's like, all these wild visual things are happening. There's dancing, there's singing. We have all original music that was written for this project.
Wow.
So it's really got a little bit of everything, and it's you know, like I said, we start the show with a lot of humor and a lot of wit, and then we kind of transition into a little bit more of like the heavier, headier subjects near the end.
Yeah. How does it feel to kind of take on this character that is not necessarily front and center in the Odyssey, right? I mean, and to really take this on as the lead in the performance?
Yeah, I mean, I've really wanted to do right by Margaret Atwood, that's for sure. I think that, you know, every single sentence and every word is so specific and so thought out on her part, and I was very aware of that in the memorizing process. You know, I learned a tremendous amount about mythology and about this Greek myth as I was learning this project. But I've always been drawn to underdog characters, you know, and I've always been drawn to people who are misunderstood. And I think more than anyone in the Odyssey, Penelope was misunderstood alongside these 12 women that meant so much to her that she feels she needs to push forward because they were never given a voice. So part of what people don't realize until they see the show is really what Penelope is doing is trying to push forward the 12 women that she cared about that got killed in order for them to have a face and a voice and a name and to be remembered in some way. And so it's something that really unfolds as the play continues, but that's really her heart in the retelling of this.
What is it that you want audiences to walk away with? Because that's such a powerful message to send.
I want people, hopefully, to see that even though, like I said, we do deal with some heavy stuff near the end, that people see that what Penelope is really trying to do is reconnect with these women and how much they meant to her. She talks a lot about her husband, and she uses the story of Odysseus in order to explain how the events unfolded. But in the end, she just wants the connection with those women back. And so my hope is that what people see is that it is complicated to be a woman in the world, and it is tricky to try to navigate the way the world can blame us for things or we can blame each other for things, but at the end of the day, we really need each other. And so I hope that that's what is resonating with people as they walk away from it.
Absolutely. Okay, before you go, we have to ask, how does it feel to be back in Chicago? I mean, you're you know, a suburban native, so how does it feel to be back?
I love being back in Chicago. It's been amazing. I feel so lucky to have grown up here, you know, to be able to grow up seeing shows at the Goodman and at Steppenwolf and go to the Shed Aquarium and I mean, it's truly one of the most incredible cities in the world. And I grew up in Arlington Heights. I went to Loyola University, so I lived in Rogers Park then. But you know, I've never lived in the Loop before.
Now you've got that downtown city life.
I love it. Oh, that's fantastic. Well, Jennifer Morrison, thank you so much for being here this morning. We really appreciate it, and congratulations. Can't wait to see this and all the success in the world to you.
Thank you so much.
For more information, including a link to purchase tickets to see the Penelopiad, visit our website, abc7chicago.com.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness News.